Hello and welcome to a new Vintagetools product video. Today we want to introduce you to the VT672 mic preamp. Again, we are pleased to bring back another analog studio legend and make it usable in modern recording studios. The design of our VT672 mic preamp is based on a famous Telefunken card from the 1960s. The Telefunken V672 is a successor of the famous V72 tube preamp, which is the mother of all other vintage German broadcast preamps and was built right after World War II. Our products stand in the history of the analog broadcasting era, which had a quality level you won't find often in analog audio today. So whenever we go for a new project, we put high effort also in the small details of a design. We are always trying to build gear that lasts to convince our customers with the pure sound and build quality of our products. As a small company without a huge distribution chain and very limited marketing costs, we can afford to build gear without compromise, where others can't. We can't afford to pay huge marketing campaigns, and we don't even place ads in magazines. We rather put our money and effort in the quality of our products. So for us, oral or written recommendation by a satisfied customer is the best marketing concept. Having said that, let's go back to the VT672. A good preamp doesn't need many control knobs or connectors. Mic in, sound out, that's enough. From left to right, the VT672 has a potentiometer for gain control. It controls the gain over a range of 40 dB. Depending on the position of the pad switch, the gain can be controlled from 0 to 40 dB or from plus 20 dB to plus 60 dB. This results in an overall amplification of 60 dB, which is enough for most microphones and recording situations. Next to the pad, there's a switch for the phantom power. It also features a control LED. Depending on which version you have, mono or stereo, the controls repeat themselves from here on. On the very right-hand side, you will find the power switch with another control LED. On the back panel, you will find gold-plated XLR in and outputs, the voltage selector switch with 115 volts and 230 volts AC input voltage to choose from, and the power inlet socket. The power inlet socket also features a fuse holder. It's not necessary to open the chassis if you only want to change the fuse. Now let's have a look at the inside of the VT672 mic preamp. Next to the refurbished amp cards with the huge Haufe transformers, you can find a handcrafted analog power supply. The VT2448 PSU comes with a toroid transformer that is exclusively built for us and features a design that is ideal for analog audio gear. Besides the 24 volts DC output you will need for most German broadcast modules, it also delivers the plus 24 volts needed for phantom power. Thanks to its 100% analog design and selected high-quality parts, the VT2448 PSU is the ideal power supply for all Dana cassettes, Euro cards and many more vintage analog modules which need a stable 24 volt DC output and maybe also phantom power. With the voltage selector switch, you can use the VT672 and all other racks containing our VT2448 PSU worldwide. After decades of heavy studio usage and years of setting dust in storage rooms, the vintage Telefunken cards needed some loving care. All cards were completely refurbished and all capacitors exchanged. In addition to that, we modified the V672 card for usage as a high-end, high-gain mic preamp. The Telefunken V672, like the TAB V72 tube amp, originally was a multi-purpose amp often used as a buffer in mixing desks. It had a fixed gain of 34 dB and featured no controls for gain. We changed the circuit to give the card a gain range of 60 dB and added a potentiometer for gain control. The VT672 is suitable for nearly all recording situations and has enough gain reserve for dynamic mix too. Only when it comes to recording quiet sources paired with ribbon mix, we recommend a mic preamp with even more gain, like the Lavo VT976. The VT672 sounds fantastic and looks great. It's based on a legendary Telefunken design and built to last. Compare it to some of the most expensive British mic preamps and let the sound convince you. As always with vintage gear, the stock is limited. Get your VT672 today, before it's gone. More information on the VT672, our other products and vintage German broadcast gear in general can be found on www.vintagetools.de. Thanks for watching.